Steel weapons, yeah. Google steel weapons. Let's make some steel weapons. Sword. We need this. Anvil 2. Ah, this is what we need the steel ingot for, which we need the graphite for. Or, yeah, we need to finish the graphite on here and then make steel ingots from there. Batwing and the beeswax away. Motex. Also in here. Oh, this is where we can make it. Ooh, look at that. Brewing stand. Let me actually make a note of these. Vine press. Vine press. Is 12 each. For simple parts. Is it simple parts? No, complex parts. Complex parts. And 10 stone. And a brewing stand. Goodness. 24. Brewing stand. Is 24 stone. And 4 simple parts. Wine barrel? Wine making barrel. I wonder how long it takes to make wine if it has to go in a barrel. 12 each. 5 simple iron parts. 5 simple parts. 7 nails. Okay. Nice. I was worried in the beginning when there was nothing to actually build besides trunks. Like, oh, this part in the salad is just going to be trunks. Oh, look at that! Look at that! That's going to be so good. I hope. And we want to store some batteries, beeswax. So did we get a body yet? Nobody. We also still need to find the tree and bush berry sapling. Apparently that's from Clotho. There we go. So we've got the graphite. So let's make some steel ingot. Let's make 10. Some more pottery, some ceramic bowls, clay. Water. Oops. Also make more what was it? Stone gravestone 2. If we've got more. Oh, there we go, there's the body. So this is going to be the tricky bit, because it's some random chance and there's some determinism around how you can actually do this. So quality and autopsy. So we've got 2 red skulls. So if you remove, let me actually bring up the wiki and check this. So locations. And in the morgue, so on the wiki, in the morgue section, gives you a quick breakdown of what each of the stuff does. So if I remove a flesh, it removes the white skull. If I remove blood, it removes a red skull and adds a white skull. Same for fat. Bone has no effect. If I remove skin, it removes a white skull and adds a red skull. If I take out the skull, what it actually does is it will add a new skull, but that skull is red. And brain, heart or intestines, brain, heart or intestines is a random effect between and this is generated by the body, which we can actually check. So sometimes it removes 3 red skulls or adds skulls. So let's check if this does anything. So it was 2. No, let's put those intestines back. Just removed white skulls. Okay, not intestines, let's see heart. This is where you can make a botchery. Yeah, there we go. So now it's just red skulls and a botched one. Let's see if we can remove the brain. No. Yeah, so sometimes it takes skulls away, total skulls, white and red skulls, and sometimes it adds white and red skulls. So let's take out the fat, because that's useful. And then the blood as well. See, that removed a red skull and changed it to a blue to a white skull. Or added, takes away a red and adds a white, so it changes it. And blood will typically do that as well. If we had any, let's take out the meat. So meat should add, according to the wiki, will add or take away a white one. Yeah, cool. Extract blood, didn't change anything. Extracting the skull will add an additional red skull, which we actually should have done before we did the other one, so that then we had 4. So this is going to change 1 white for a red one. Yeah. Okay, and then bone apparently doesn't change anything. So it's 1-1 at the moment. 1-1. There we go. We can probably take the intestines in as well. While we are here, because we can do something with the intestines, turn it into an alchemy ingredient. There we go, 2 reds, botched stuff. Oopsie, I haven't got any of these. Okay, I'm going to put it back in my morgue. This is the thing about work of the corpse decay, is unattended. When it's left on the ground, it will decay quite quickly, and putting it on the table slows the decay, but it doesn't stop it. So you get some of the later technologies. Let me get some of the bullets. 8 bullets per burning. Garden worker efficiency 8. I need to drop off the body part as well. So we are nearly full on inventory. Almost all way. So fat, meat, skulls, blood. And these we can all turn into parts. I think. Oh no, the hearts are the one that doesn't turn into parts yet. Does it? Brains we can turn. Life solution. Beeswax turns into something. Batwing turns into fat turns into something. Pure fail turns into something. Intestines we know it turns into something, but not hearts. Actually turn some of the other stuff into something. So that goes into chaos powders. Ooh. A bit of those. Got a bunch of paper anyway, so we don't need the bat wings for paper. Huge amount of paper. Okay, and these we need 4 of. Okay. And over here we've also got the beeswax one. That decomposes into slowing solution. Okay. And yeah, so this one. This is more slowing solution. Okay. Now we know. There's the hearts. Ooh, skins we want to turn into something else. Drop that. What we can actually change in there? That. And salt. Okay, let's see if we can do better this time. Oh, we wanted to burn this corpse. Take body, and then treat the next body. See if we can actually do better. 99%. So every 10% it loses the skull. So we need to work and be quick. So it's got 2 red skulls. So if we take away, let's try take away the complex parts, because that's got the most opportunity to increase the number of skulls. Let's extract the brain. Sure, of course we can. Nope, surgeon's mistake. Oopsie. We can't insert the brain either, can we? And there's a surgeon's mistake. Okay, let's take away the intestines. See if it adds more skulls. So we've got 5 skulls total. Nope. More surgeon's mistakes. Okay, let's just extract. So this should remove a red skull and change it to a white skull. Or not. Apparently this should also remove a red skull and add a white skull. See if that works. There we go. Sometimes it works. This should change a white skull to a red skull again. There we go. Something. Red skull, more skulls. I should just add an extra skull so it's 4 red skulls. There we go. Frame. I can't take that out, it's just a mistake. Let's burn this then. Take the body. So we know how to increase the red skull quality. I'll have to come back. Need some sleeps. Moon day. Ooh, hello. Upgrade to Anvil. Anvil 2. Which means axe, shovel, pickaxe 2, iron hammer, sword and steel sword. Look at all those. Okay. We also have got that one quest where we still have to take an iron axe to the guy in town, the lumberjack in town. Actually check, try to write it down. 1 axe. And that is known NPCs. Woodcutter. The woodcutter. That's not a specific day, so any day I can actually take it to him. Woodcutter. Bring him an iron axe, which I think is what we've got. So maybe we can upgrade our iron axe. Put more of those. And sell some burial certificates. Now that we realize we can actually use the raw honey to restore energy, might be worth selling cakes. If we can sell cakes, I don't know if we can. One thing we do want is another whetstone so we can sharpen our tools. Hello, donkey. Dead horse. Also need to find the ink stuff for Wagner. Yes, please. Ooh. Silver quality toast with onions. Beer first. Gold quality onion rings. He's got 68 silver. He's making buck, man. He's making buck. He's making bang. He's saying makes buck. He's making bang. Teleport stone. Not sure what that's about. Let's get a whetstone because we do know what that's about. That's sharpening tools. Hello, Mr. Blacksmith. Can we get a whetstone, please? 10 silver. Rusty axe. I think we've got the iron axe already, so let me can see if I can actually give my axe to the wood chopper guy. Oh, look at some berries. Oh. He is... there it is. Trade. Oh no, that's the... what does he have to trade? Wood stuff. He will buy wood stuff. Doesn't have a lot of silver. So some wooden beams and some wooden bellet string. Nice. Okay. The trace buys wood stuff. Oh, this is the lumberjack guy. It's forest. It's like, don't chop in my forest. This is my licensed forest. These over there. And the axe. I think it's this one. Corey. Now this is the stone guy, and he will buy stone from us, I assume. So once we get the zombies up and actually doing stuff quickly, he might. I think the lumberjack was somewhere around here. That looks like a lumberjack place. Give him our axe. I have a nicer axe for you. Iron axe. I have a nicer axe for you. Task completed. I'll give you 2 recipes, pasta and lasagna. That will be all you need to keep cutting trees all day long. Vegetarian? Meat is expensive. The trick is in slow releasing carbs. Lentils have even better protein. New recipes. Create a lasagna, create pasta. Okay. Cool, so now we need a better axe for ourselves, which we do have because we've got the recipe for the steel one. Just need to make it. And it's a new almost sermon day again, so we should be able to get some money from the sermon as well. And once we've got a high quality zombie, we might actually get some good zombie production going. While we just preach to our flock. Apparently the Inquisitor isn't all bad. Part of the dark humor of the game is you've got witch burning festivals. So we've got a 6 skull. If we take out the skull, it will add an extra skull, but it will be a red one. Extra skulls. So that is now 7. So if we remove one of the important parts, it can add skulls or remove skulls. So we've got 7 skulls so far. Let's take out an distance. 7 skulls, 3 of which is red. No, that removed 2 white skulls. Is that the intestines we are putting back? Or is that somebody else's intestines? Okay, so we've made no mistake. Just removed 2 skulls. Let's take out the brain. So it was 7 skulls, 3 red, 3 white. 3 red, 4 white actually. Removed 2 red. Okay. So we could potentially get, if we remove the skull, we've already removed the skull. Let's try the heart, see if we can actually get more skulls. Not more skulls. We've got. No. Oh, we've botched it. We put the heart back now. Yeah, we need to. Let's see if we can remove the blood, and that should give me 5 white skulls. Blood and fat. Okay. Let's go and put that in our graveyard, improve our quality. And have another sermon, get more faith, and then the next one can be a good zombie. Okay, let me get a gravesite. Good quality grave work, plus 3, and grave fence plus 2. Look at that, 5 skull quality grave. We've got 1, 2, only a second one, is it? No, we've got 3 5 skull qualities. Nice, and we can, now that we understand it a bit better, we can maybe remove some of the 0 skull ones or -1 skulls. Change it into a better quality one. Okay. Let's have a prayer for the faithful. A service for the faithful. Our favorite. Ooh, it's almost there. Combo prayer. Just to drop off stuff. Did we get a combo prayer? We did not. There we go. Prayerful faith. Combo prayer. I'd like to say a few words. Our church is great. We also think so. Money and blessings and faith. Great sermon. Show me the money. 46, 46. And we need 50 silver to get the stamp to sell meat to the town. Or we can talk to Snake. That's the other thing we can still do as well. Let's go and talk to Snake and do the dungeon quests for him. Let me drop that off. That. So we've got enough for a zombie resurrection now. So the next high quality one we can eventually drop off. We can get the ones, which is that. Let's see what we can do with it. So the beeswax we've got. Life solution. White powder and distance. Let's see. So I read a bit about this. So the way this is supposed to work, right, is you put some random stuff in there, right? Blood and let's put blood and life solution. So we make a note. It's going to take lots of notes to actually do. Blood and life solution. So currently in slot 1, in slot 2, blood and life solution. And you craft something, right? Randomly. If it doesn't give you something, it gives you ash. Ash goo. But what it gives you is a suggestion for what you should change in the second one. So we put in blood and life. So if we did do blood and ash. Or is it the first one? Ash glue. If we can't change blood and life, let's try ash and life. Let me try this. Ash and life solution. Ah, that one we already know. Okay. So ash and life solution gives us, let's craft it anyway, growth enhancer. Okay, let's try white powder and